So today I want to show you how you can make your own wallpaper with the program Adobe Illustrator. And we're going to do it with a really fun process that involves a field trip, finding flowers, leaves, whatever else we might find in the forest by my house, how we're going to scan them, and then how we're going to import them and play with them in Adobe Illustrator so that you can come up with something like this. This is a wallpaper I did last year. This is just a sample, obviously, but I think I might put it in my downstairs bathroom. So this is a piece of ocean spray, well, a couple different pieces of ocean spray that I found myself in the forest by my house. And yeah, I'm gonna show you the whole process of how to put this together in Adobe Illustrator. So if that sounds fun, I hope you come along for the journey. We're gonna start with a field trip, which is my favorite part. So let's go. So I just stumbled across the most gorgeous wildflower meadow. I'm gonna show it to you. It's so beautiful. All right, so we're back home. I hope you had fun coming on that field trip with me. I know I had fun. That purple field was amazing. It was just so vibrant. I felt like I was in a fairy tale, honestly. So now we're gonna get to work on scanning and importing into Adobe Illustrator. But first I'll just kind of show you a little collection of what I found. I may or may not use all of the pieces. It's just going to depend on what happens, what the scans look like. And yeah, I'll show you the rest of the process going forward here. So here are some of the leaves and flowers I collected on our field trip. I'm looking forward to scanning these and seeing which ones look the best for what I'll use in the pattern we're going to make. Here's my trusty scanner. I have a Canon. It does a pretty good job of scanning in these flowers and leaves that I find and use for my patterns. So I'm just arranging things here, the leaves, how I want them to scan. And I'll put some other items on here as well. This is what it looks like once it's scanned and onto the computer. And from here, we'll import it into Adobe Illustrator. Now, here is our scan. It is currently a JPEG image, but what we're going to do is use the tool Image Trace, and that is going to turn our JPEG image into a vectors image, which is made up of lines and anchor points, and it can be scaled up and scaled down kind of to infinity because it keeps its shape, which is awesome for designing. And I'm using the preset black and white logo and just playing around with the threshold a little bit to find the kind of texture on the leaves that I like in my patterns. So we've recolored things, and now it's time to create the pattern tile. So I drew out this dark square, and we're going to be creating the pattern tile on it. And I'm using these. There's a couple different motifs here from our scans. I didn't end up using a lot of the scans. They just didn't turn out quite as I wanted, but I really did like some of these motifs here. So I'm just playing around with composition here to create a seamless pattern. Everything on the left has to be duplicated on the right, and everything on the top has to be duplicated on the bottom. And I'll draw that out. That'll make more sense in a moment, but yeah, here I'm just playing around with the design of it. Alright, so this tile looks pretty good to me. We're going to test it out by dragging it over, and that is going to create the seamless pattern, which I can select and then draw out a square with the pattern inside. Here we go. That is our seamless pattern, and it's looking pretty good to me. So I'll show you. You can scale it up and scale it down, but the repeat is just going to continue endlessly to infinity. And this is what I love about patterns so much. It's just so fun to play with. There you have it. We created a pattern in Adobe Illustrator just by using scans of leaves and flowers that we found outside. This is one of my favorite ways to create botanical patterns because it just feels like you're using nature, like working with nature, and that is super fun. So here we are on the Spoonflower website, and I've already logged into my account, and this is the area where you can upload a design. So I'm just going to show you. You agree to the terms and conditions. And it is going to put our design onto the different products they offer. So you can see there's fabric, wallpaper here. They do wall hangings, tea towels. They do curtains, duvet covers, napkins, pillow shams. There's some more bedding, placemats. And it's just a really cool site. You can see your design on all these products. Okay, so that was your overview of how you can make your own wallpaper pretty easily with just Adobe Illustrator and using the platform Spoonflower to print your own designs. It just makes it really accessible for anyone who wants to give it a go. So if you're interested in more tutorials, more chats about inspiration and habits, I hope you'll give my channel a follow and a like for this video if you found it useful. And I will link some other videos, some other resources you can check out. And I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.